Last episode we defeated gambling once again, freed the spirits of the Barrow family, and got absolutely humbled in the Sunken Temple. And in this episode I plan to travel to Kalimdor to deal with the Quilboar, who are raiding Alliance and Horde outposts throughout the Barrens. Before we get into the Barrens, a lot of people have been asking to see what dungeons we've done so far, so here's a list of every single classic dungeon. Now, this doesn't highlight which ones we've actually finished, so let's go through them. So far through 8 episodes we've completed the Dead Mines, Gnomragon, Ragefire Chasm, Scarlet Halls, Scarlet Monastery, Skullomance, Shadowfang Keep, the Stockades, Alderman, and Wailing Caverns. So that means there are 13 still left to complete in Classic, and we're going to knock 2 of those off today. So let's get into the lore for our first dungeon. The story of Razorfen Kraul begins long before even Classic WoW. It begins during the War of the Ancients, which was the Burning Legion's first large-scale invasion of Azeroth. And during the war, the Great Boar wild god Agamaggan fought valiantly against the Burning Legion. He would fight off thousands of demons, and even end up going toe-to-toe with the Pit Lord Manaroth. And despite how well he could fight, he would eventually fall to the demonic onslaught. After this, it said his blood would soak into the earth and cause the iconic spikes that surround the Barren Zone. Over time, the Quilboar, who are believed to be descendants of Agamaggan, would begin to worship him as their god. And so many Quilboar tribes built their homes within the Tangle-Roots and Thorns, to be as close to their fallen god as possible. Among the tribes who would build here, one rose above the rest, the Razorfen, led by the cunning Chargla Razorflank. Chargla united the Boar clans under her banner and began performing dark rituals deep within the Kraul. She claimed to hear whispers of Agamaggan himself, guiding her to prepare for his resurrection. To most Quilboar, it's unclear if those whispers truly belong to the fallen god, or something much more sinister. But here's the issue. As the Quilboar gathered more power, they started raiding Horde and Alliance caravans across the Barrens, making both factions keen to clear out the Kraul. So who better to deal with a group of boar worshippers than a man who thought the dungeon's name meant he had to crawl on the ground the whole time. So we load in, I grab my quest, and it's time to start clearing trash towards our first boss. They got tripwires in here. Jump over that. The stones speak of trouble. I'm gonna break line of sight so I can pull these guys closer. Okay, I guess we fight this lady. No, I think she's like a mini boss. Oh, she jumps up there when she... Oh, that's neat. So she shoots out vines. Oh, and it shows where they are. Oh, this is cool. That was pretty cool. I like that rather than... Well, I guess there was trash before her, but... Oh my god, there's so many boars. The audio is awful for this. Oh my god. What is happening? Is this lagging? What is going on? I'm so confused. Do I have to kill the boars first? Why are they... No one's taking any damage. Oh, the boars are dead. That was so strange. They're still like evading. I'm gonna run out of mana. I mean, hopefully... I'll probably die here, but hopefully I can kill this guy before I do. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. What if I run away? Are they gonna... What is going on down there? Are they unbugged now? It seems like maybe if I can get past them... Okay. That is so strange. Who is this tripwire supposed to get? Someone checking out this dead Kodo? Like, who is this designed for? Like, they're tough because they have like a poison and it just does a ton of damage. Oh my god, you can skip that? Oh wait. We don't even have to fight those guys. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't make that. I didn't even jump. Alright. Okay, we're fighting the first boss. Breakdown, quick. The first boss of the crawl is Hunter Bonetusk, and if a hunter was judged by trophies alone, Bonetusk would be as respected as Nessingwary himself. Bonetusk's first ability is Stampede, where upon reaching half health he calls forth a bunch of boars to run over anyone they hit. Then he has his more standard abilities, the first of which is Barrage, where he focuses on a target and shoots them with a bunch of arrows over 2 seconds. Then finally is Volley, where he shoots a bunch of fire arrows around you, dealing fire damage if they hit you. And speaking of his trophies, his loot kinda sucks. All he has is a cloak, which we could use, but we don't really need. But without any more to add, let's hunt the hunter. I kinda like that volley attack, it's neat. That's pretty easy so far though. Once you use the boars, because I know they're supposed to come out and like trample, I really want to see that. Oh, he's doing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so fun. Does this happen the rest of the fight? Oh no, I guess that's probably it. I guess it only happens once because now all the boars are gone. That's so fun though. I love that. That's a lot of health. And there we go. Ooh. And a cloak. Which I can't equip because I'm always in combat when I'm in here. But that's the first boss down. That wasn't hard. It was pretty simple. I really like the boar rush ability. Ooh, a chest. Oh, but guess what? I can't open while I'm in combat. Who am I in combat with? So with Bonetusk down, the next boss was just one parkour jump away. So let's hop over there. Let's break him down before I jump into the... Hello. Anyways, let's break this down before I jump into the fight. The second boss in here is Ruguk, and he has the high honor of being the overseer of all geomancers. With this position, he has amassed a powerful array of crystals which he uses to defeat his enemies. So his first ability is a little problematic. It's Bloodlust, which makes it so under 75% health, Ruguk will periodically go into a fury, which increases damage and haste of himself by 150% respectively. And this can stack infinitely, so he can get up to something crazy like 700% damage. His next ability is Woven Elements, where he blasts you for elemental damage. And finally, he has his two totems. Crystal Fire Discharge, which creates a totem that hurls energy at you, the blast of which knocks you backwards, and Solar Shard Beam, where he makes a totem that blasts light out, silencing anyone who's caught in it. So with his abilities out of the way, here's everything he can drop. Yep, nothing we can use. So let's just give this guy a try. Okay, now it's just a 1v1. Okay, but the ad's gone. This is much more... Okay, this guy's actually cooking me. Yo, no, this is... I don't think this is good. Okay, we're gonna Divine Shield here. Issue is his Bloodlust stacks. Yeah, we're dead. That's gonna be an interesting one. So who would have thought a boss that can infinitely stack and 100% damage buff was gonna be an issue. So to take this on, my first idea was getting him stuck on this vine, but this didn't really work out. Then I thought maybe I'll fight him inside this little house, and that didn't really work out either. So I figured I'm just gonna have to kite him like I did to the last boss in Ragefire Chasm. So here's that attempt. Don't quite hit him down to 75 here. We're gonna bring him up here. You know what? This might work. This might be it. So here's my strategy. I'm gonna lead him to this vine here and basically just jump up and down from it. And he'll just keep trying to run up and down it without actually being able to get to us. And while he does this, we just whittle him down with Avenger's Shield and Hammer of Justice. Slow, but should work. Dude, I'm so locked in right now. Oh, this went wrong. Oh, I didn't make it up. Okay. Drop down. Okay, get a little further. Come on. Yes! Yes! Let's go. I had to get so creative for that one. If that's plate, oh, it's the leather. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to crack the code on that one. Oh my god. That was so hype. I'm so happy about that. Nice. That took so long. But we're moving on. Probably gonna cut a lot of that out. And there we go. Rugug down. Now we can finally proceed to the rest of the dungeon. Yep, next boss. Next up is Warlord Ramtusk. He's a veteran of countless battles, and the scars he bears proves it. In his later years, though, he has embraced the teachings of the Quilboar's spiritual leaders, who join him in this fight. So the main mechanic here is Spirit Linked Totem, which redistributes health to make sure all total percentages of health of all enemies is equal. So basically we can't focus on the other enemies, they will all die at once. All Ramtusk has is Spirit Axe, where he hurls an axe at you and it blasts out, dealing arcane damage. The ads that join him just have blast for damage abilities, so I'm gonna skip those and get into loot. Now, not saying there's much in loot, but there are some plate pans. So let's hope this isn't as hard as the last boss and topple the Warlord. Let's get it. What if I drop down here? Oh, they pull you back in. I guess it'd be better to position them to hit multiple at once. Issue, running out of mana pretty quickly. Yeah, probably dead here unless I can get this off. Yeah, very close though. Okay, we'll try that again. This one so far is going much worse. Okay. They're so low. This might be it. There we go. That one was tough, but it's mana management. No loot. Yeah, that one was actually pretty... That was hard. These have been tough, man. So with our third boss down, it was time to keep clearing trash and making our way to our next. Let's rock. That was a lot of enemies. Oh. Well, that would make more sense. I think I can probably just walk past this guy. Yep. Good day, sir. Oh, into the bat cave. Okay, well, fourth boss. Our next boss is surprisingly not a Quilboar. It's a huge bat named Groyat the Blind Hunter. And just so you're aware, he's the blind one. He doesn't only hunt blind people or anything. Also, if you're curious what happened to the big boar boss from Classic, he ate him. Yep, gobbled them up. Now, Groyat has two abilities, the first of which is Sonic Field, where he sends a pulse of energy that will damage anyone standing in it. Then after a couple seconds, he'll charge it up, and if you're caught in it, it'll do a bunch of extra damage and stun you. Then his next ability is Drain Life, where he bites you and heals a little bit. Pretty simple mechanics wise. Loot wise, it's just as simple. All he has is a necklace. So let's hope we get it, and let's pick on this blind bat. What the? Oh my god, this guy takes forever because he keeps healing off me. We're only at 70%. Oh, good god. Oh, well, you know, at least I'll take a long but easy boss after the last two. Like, I say as he almost kills me. As long as I don't have to do a million different things to try to beat him, that's fine. I'll take this anytime. Well, we're at 30% now. Almost there. 10% off being able to use Hammer of the Righteous, so. There we go. That was boring, but not hard, at least, so. Yep, moving on. So with Grow Yet down, time to push further through the caves towards Chargla, the leader of the Razorfen clan. Rogues. Enormous bullfrog. Oh, he's a rare. Oh, I'll kill this guy. Ooh. Oh, it's male. Boring. Agamagan, the spirit of Agamagan. Oh, and we get a nice little level up before we fight the final boss. And with that, we hit level 23. So let's go over how I use my skill point. I use it to select Blinding Light, which makes it so every time I use 3 Shields of the Righteous, my next Word of Glory costs no holy power, and stacks twice. This allows me to keep Shield of the Righteous in my damage rotation without giving up Word of Glory's instant healing effect. So, pretty good. Anyways, back to the dungeon. Okay, final boss time. Let's hope this one's not as bad as the other ones. Finally, the last boss of the crawl is Chargla Razorflank, the leader of the Razorfen tribe. She's a true warrior, unmatched in geomantic practices, and in leadership. She has successfully manipulated the Quilboar she leaves to believe that with the blood of those in the Barrens, they can revive Agamagan. But some think she's using these bodies for a darker purpose. The Chargla fight works like this. She can command powerful crystals with unique effects. These crystals can't be targeted, and she can only command 2 at once. So, the crystals she can summon are the Venomous Discharge Crystal, which lobs venomous orbs towards you for 2 minutes. And they don't actually poison, they just deal nature damage. Next is the Tidal Tempest Crystal, which pulls you in over 5 seconds and deals damage to you over that time. And her final crystal is the Molten Inferno Crystal, which creates several lines of fire that deals high damage if you hit it. And she has one non-crystal ability, Elemental Binding, which roots you and makes you take elemental damage for 6 seconds. This doesn't sound too bad, but it can stun you when you're trying to dodge one of her crystals that are firing at you. For goodies, she has a great assortment. She has a one-handed axe, a ring, and a shield, so lots to look forward to. But let's put an end to the crawl once and for all. She's casting a lot of spells, but it's doing like a whole lot of nothing to me. Oh, I didn't realize it spawned an ad. I thought it was just poison on the ground. Yeah, the totems aren't that bad to deal with. They're not the totems, they're like crystals. Like a Rugug's... not Rugug. I'm traumatized by him, I keep going to his name. Agamagan's spirit is just like chilling there. You're like you used to be a god. Like surely you could help me in some way. Surely like I can jump in and help. Okay, this seems pretty free, but I do have to be careful because there's a lot going on right now. And if we lose focus, we could just die. Okay, just about there. And there we go. Razorfen Kraul. Ooh, and a ring. Nice, throw that on. Complete these quests. And here's the coolest thing. So, these are plate boots from this quest. Oh my goodness. Give me those. And finally, we are wearing all plate, as we probably should have been. Because plate, 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 plate. Well, that's a cape, not plate. Plate, plate. We're full plate. Which probably should have been for much more of our run, but we are now. And with that, we bring the crawl to an end. But there's another half to the Razorfen clan. Their traditional capital, Razorfen Downs. So let's find out what's going on inside the Thorn Dome that holds the once lively capital. After the Third War, which was Warcraft 3 if you were curious, Scourge agents traveled to the Barrens led by Aminar the Coldbringer. He and a small army would attack Razorfen Downs and take it over, turning it into a citadel of undead might. The Quilboar inside would be infected with the Plague of Undeath and become loyal to Aminar, and they would begin roaming the Barrens to take prisoners and hold them inside Razorfen Downs. After the Cataclysm, the Red Dragon Korostraza would hear about the Scourge's presence and arrive and lay waste to the Plague Quilboar inside. Korostraza would also defeat Aminar, but his phylactery was never found, leaving the Lich's spirit still alive inside it. Now, in present time, Sharglad kept most Quilboar out of the Downs aside from those in the Death's Head cult, who was an order of Quilboar loyal to the Scourge, who Chargla was actually secretly the leader of. But since her defeat, a new Quilboar, Deathspeaker Blackthorn, has taken up the mantle and started to lead the cult. And to make matters worse, he has also recovered Aminar's phylactery and is in the process of performing a ritual to revive the Lich once more. So who better to take on undead abominations than a guy who struggled to beat students of the undead just last episode. As per usual, we load in and go straight for the quest. The quest giver in this dungeon is actually pretty cool. It's this big red dragon that's fighting skeletons. But anyways, with quests obtained, time to start clearing our way towards the first boss. I'm now realizing it's been so long since we've had like an episode that hasn't had like undead involved in some way. Like we had all the Scarlets, like all the Scarlet dungeons, and then we had Skolemance twice in a row, and now we have Razorfen Downs with all the undead Quilboar and stuff. I do like the Scourge though. I think they're one of the coolest parts of like the classic lore, like how involved they were with a lot of dungeons. Where's the... Oh, there's the boss. I was like, where's the boss? We have to clear out these spiders before we can fight her. Why is the boss not coming down? I thought I'd have killed the spiders. Oh, maybe the big gong with the gears above it. Maybe that's what it is. Oh. Oh, okay, that's in a fight. Breakdown. How has this happened twice? The first boss of Razorfen Downs is Eryx, the prized creation of the Death Head's Arachnomancers, who designed the creature to be the guardian of Blackthorn. So, Eryx has 3 abilities. His first one is Web Strand, where he shoots out webs and begins pulling the player towards him. If he pulls you close enough, he'll hit you with his next ability, Plagued Bite, which does a burst of damage, then slows you and deals poison damage over 10 seconds. And finally, he has Bursting Pustule, where he just does AoE damage around himself. Pretty simple kit, just try not to get bitten. For drops, he's got a plate chest piece and a cape, so pretty decent. But anyways, let's crush this spider. Okay, seems like Divine Steed's a pretty good way to get out of that. Yeah, you can also just run away. Okay, this isn't bad. Please cast another ability. I know you don't have any, but... this doesn't even do that much damage. Okay, it does. I should probably not get hit by that. Because this is such like a mechanic that's built for a group. Like one person gets hit by this, everyone can DPS them down, and... Here, it's just, like, annoying. What if I get behind this? Okay, it doesn't matter. And... there we go. Can we get a drop? Man. No drop. That fight, low-key sucked. It was really boring. It does not really transition well into doing it solo. So with our first boss down, it was time to start clearing the trash towards our second. What the hell is going on here? This is sick. Let's clear the skeletons. This is awesome. Dude, shredding it. Oh, I guess we're on the second boss already. Jeez. Okay, let's go for him. So this guy is Mordesh Fireye. He was actually in Razorfen Downs when the dragon initially attacked and was killed by him, but Blackthorn was able to revive him once more, and now he uses his shamanistic powers to bend the elements to his will. Mordesh has a pretty simple kit. He has Lava Burst, which blasts you for damage, and Summon Blazing Servitor, which summons a fire elemental to fight alongside him, and that's it. So straight on to loot, which is as simple as his kit. All he's got is a necklace, but I'll always take an upgrade. Anyways, let's kill this guy for good. I'm gonna fight him on the big Big bone pile. Why would you not want to? This is cinema. Yeah, but it's actually really hard to tell where this thing's throwing it. Yeah, I'm gonna fight him down here. Yeah, this seems pretty simple. You just kind of avoid the flames the ads drop and get out of his way when he does his big AoE slam. Seems pretty easy. I will admit, so far this guy probably wins in style points against every boss we fought so far. This guy's sick. No boss has had the amount of aura this guy had when we like walked up to him. He's just shredding the guitar to a bunch of skeletons. Actually unmatched. I'm gonna kill him on top of the bone pile. I think it's fitting. We're gonna end the fight up here. And there we go. Dude, no drops. That was fun though. I liked that fight. Way better than the last one, I'll tell you that. Oh, moving on. I loved that boss. But now it's time to start clearing trash and head towards our next one. Okay, well, it is third boss time. This guy's a lot smaller than I thought he was, or I remembered him being. But, okay, let's go for it. This big hunk of flesh is Mushlow, and he's a recent creation of Blackthorn. He's made out of all the pieces of failed experiments and filled to the brim with bile, pus, and noxious gases. And they made him all for one purpose, to pollute the halls leading to Blackthorn so no intruders could reach him. Mush's first ability is Smackdown, where he deals damage to you every second for 3 seconds. The next is Tummy Ache, where he shoots bile 40 yards in front of him in a cone, damaging you if it hits you. Finally is Putrid Funk, which summons a cloud of gas that damages you if you stand in it. And looking at loot, looks like Blackthorn actually did some pretty good stuff inside this guy. He has a one-handed weapon and a ring drop, which I'd love to get. So let's take this guy on. Jeez, what is this guy doing? Oh, he's about to use Tummy Ache, get out of the way. Yeah, pretty simple fight though. He'll always smack down into like the poison into Tummy Ache. His next ability should be Tummy Ache. Oh no, I guess he skipped Tummy Ache this time. Oh, there it is. Feel a tummy ache incoming. There's the tummy ache. Yeah, almost there though. This has been fun. He does just feel like weirdly small. Like I'm so used to seeing... Oh, well I just pulled in an ad. I'm so used to seeing this model in like Northrend and stuff, and it's like huge. It's not usually this size. Like usually he's way bigger. I saw him evade an attack there and I was so scared he was gonna reset. No, please don't reset. I have to stay on him. I don't know what's up with the Razorfen dungeons and bosses. Not even just bosses. Just enemies in general. I had to lay on hands there. He was so low, I just didn't want to risk dying. No loot again, man. We're 0 for 3 so far. That's brutal. Oh. That was fun. I liked Mush Lump. So with much slumped down, it was time to keep pushing through the dungeon. And while doing so, we meet up with the dragon we saw at the beginning. So we turn to one of our quests and keep pushing forward. So this next section is pretty bland. So rather than bore you with watching me run around this entire mound to get to the next boss, let's talk about enchanting while I do it. Last episode, I asked everyone what their opinion would be on me getting 1 copper rod and 1 strange dust from outside a dungeon. And after going through the hundreds of comments you all left, I decided to, drumroll please, get the rod and the dust. And it was a pretty common opinion amongst you all. I only saw 1 or 2 comments saying not to do it. So this means next episode I will dedicate a section specifically to enchanting. We'll probably only do 1 dungeon, as most of the ones left are fairly long, and then do an enchanting section going over my dream enchants, how to get reagents for them, and what enchants I'm putting on what pieces of gear. So look forward to that. And we should be getting near Blackthorn now, so let's get back to the dungeon. Okay, boss time. Our penultimate boss is the man himself, Death Speaker Blackthorn. After Chargla's defeat and Blackthorn's promotion to Deathhead's leader, he would find Aminar's phylactery and it began whispering to him, promising power and riches beyond belief. So he began a ritual to bring him back from the dead, and that's how we find him now. Blackthorn's first ability is Summon Skeletons. I'm not even going to explain this one, you just have to guess what it does based on the name. Next he has Shockwave, where he slams the ground and does damage in front of him in a cone. Then his Searing Shadows, which burns you for damage over 15 seconds. And finally he has Shadow Mend, which heals an undead target, so that helps him with the skeletons he summons. So there's a shield drop for us, and some plate boots. Now you may be thinking, those don't sound fun at all, and they aren't. But he does have one drop that is fun, a 2-handed sword named Excalibur, which unfortunately we can't get as we're a protection paladin, but I found the name very funny. Anyways, without anything else, let's take down the cult leader. It just doesn't move. Why does he not move? If I stand here, does he just not move? Dude, what is up with these dungeons, man? They are whack. I feel like he's not supposed to just stand here like a statue the entire time. Well, they can move, but they can't. What is happening? Little did I know, instead of pigs, these dungeons were gonna be absolutely riddled with bugs. I mean, at least you don't have to worry about the skeletons attacking me, because they choose to just like zip around rather than hit me. Well, he's like halfway now. We're almost there. I wonder if these skeletons are gonna work. Nope, equally as broken. This is so strange. Okay, now they decide to work. Or not? Like, what? Okay, now they're all working. I think. I'm actually gonna die. Okay. This is the weird... What? Are you serious? What was that? So yeah, the Blackthorn fight is kind of a complete mess. I did retry him and I was able to actually bring him down this time, but then that's where another bug came in. What? What is happening? Can I hit him? So, if you didn't know, he's actually not supposed to go back to full health and freeze like this after you beat him. What's supposed to happen is a little cutscene thing plays, and he dies and resummons the Lich with his soul. So, I tried to leave the dungeon to see if that would fix it, and then this happened on my way out. Okay, he died. Okay, we did do it. Okay, now we just have to go back up and fight the final boss. Okay, so next boss time. I fear I'm not going to get any drops from Blackthorn, because his body is gone, so... Rip to anything we could have gotten from him, but let's take on the last boss. So it turns out while we were leaving the dungeon, the ritual went through and we're straight on to our final boss fight with none other than Aminar the Coldbringer. A little backstory on this guy. He was originally part of the Scourge's invasion on Mount Hyjal, but after the battle, the Lich King told him to remain in Kalimdor and spread the Scourge's influence there. And for this boss being such a hyped up big bad, he's only got 2 abilities. The first is Frozen Bomb, where he freezes an area and damages anyone inside it. And his second is Soul Leech, which drains health and does flat damage to you. But if you stand in Redeemed Soil, it stops the effect and stuns the Lich. Now you may be wondering what Redeemed Soil is. The dragon from the beginning is going to join us in this fight, and they cast Redeemed Soil, which puts this little aura on the ground that heals you if you're standing in it, and stuns the Lich if he's using Soul Leech. Now on to drops. We're looking at a plate helmet, which I would love to get. I'm sick of this bucket on my head, and it's time for an upgrade. So let's kill the Lich, and make sure we get the phylactery this time. Oh, he can move. I think he's fine. Man, stunned him. See, what makes me feel better is the last boss is not broken. Yeah, pretty fun mechanic. So he just drops frozen bombs. We pull him out of them. He soul leeches us. We stun him. Pretty simple fight. So let's just finish it out. See, like, look at this pathing. Like, what is he doing? This is irking me, Blizzard. I just want my game to work normally. I want my bosses to work. I don't want them to be running around all funky. I just want my game to work, Blizzard. I know you're a small indie company. Well, fight's just about done. Should be done. And now. There we go. Razorfen Downs completed, and we got nothing. 0 drops. That's awesome. And at least we get a plate belt and a level up. That almost makes it worth it that we got nothing from any boss in this dungeon. So with that, we hit level 24, and I used my skill point to get Cleanse Toxins, an ability that removes all poison or disease effects off you. I can't think of anywhere we could really use it right now, but I'm sure it'll come in handy in the future. But with that, we defeat the Lich and the Razorfen Quilboar for good, and we can officially mark Razorfen Downs and Kraul as completed. Hey, just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the amount of comments the last video got about the enchanting rod thing, which I will be getting next episode, so don't worry. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching again, and go Blue Jays. See ya.